So many trees. But the worst thing about Taco John's is I'm kind of a creature of habit. I've got my piles and I like to put my piles in my pile area. Good morning, friends. My name is Monica. Welcome to the vlog. I am a teacher by day, a Walmart worker by night, and a TJ Maxx / fast food-aholic who is really struggling to not be in the places I love, like Olive Garden. Oh, I miss you. But it is Friday. We are almost done with the week, Saturday, Sunday, which means just sitting around playing video games and going to Walmart. Nothing too exciting. So today is the very first Fun Friday that our district is having, where we're not on MobiMax, which is our platform for instruction during distance learning. And I thought I would show you some of the fun things that the kids are up to today. Also, I tie-dyed this shirt in a previous video, and I'm so sad that the colors bled together in the wash. It looked really good during the actual tie-dyeing phase. It looked really good during the rinse phase, and then somehow just didn't survive the wash. I don't know. So kindergarten is taking a trip to the planetarium. I've actually visited this planetarium before in Chicago, but there's all these really cool links and photos and books that the kids can look at. So basically the kids can click on links and listen to them. First grade is working on PBIS Kids fun math games, and they're finishing up their Mother's Day writing, which is, you know, the top secret project because Mother's Day is this weekend. Second grade is doing a mystery science on making lava. And we love mystery science, so they can just watch the video and then I'm sure they'll talk about it in their morning meeting on Monday. Third grade is also going on a field trip, but they're going to the aquarium, which is cool because it's in Seattle. So none of our kids have probably been to Seattle and don't have any plans to go there. So it's kind of cool. So they've got videos to watch, scavenger hunt, and then all sorts of questions they can answer and find out more things about the Seattle Aquarium. Fourth grade has a fact finder, so it's kind of like a bingo board where they have different things that they can use to find the answers to their facts. So they have these things they can choose from, and then they have all of these things that they can use to share about it. So we just learned about how to make a Loom video, so they can do a Loom video on what they wanted to learn about. They can do photos, art piece, a choice, a write, all sorts of fun things. Fifth grade is doing a virtual bingo board. So they have all these links and things that they can go to discover. We could go check out some biographies, museums, art museums, all sorts of things that they can check out. So basically today, students would normally be doing between an hour to an hour and a half of Mobi and then also be responsible for a writing prompt, but we've just come to realize that kids are just totally burnt out and they're done with Mobi by the time Friday rolls around, so we thought it'd be just kind of a fun incentive to do like a fun Friday sort of thing. So the students still have to do their writing prompt, which most of them is like Mother's Day related, so that's fun. And then they're gonna be exploring museums and stuff today. And it makes it pretty easy for us because I'm not hassling as many students to get online. Unfortunately, the high today is like 47, so it's kind of a bummer that it's so cold, but also I won't have to be calling and hassling as many students to get inside and do their work and not be playing outside. So most of them should be inside and getting their stuff done. I have an IEP that I need to work on, so not much else I'll probably be sharing from the teacher world, but stay tuned for lunch. I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this sandwich for like 2 days now. So we're gonna make some iced coffee. There's a parent texting me right now about her son who was outside playing and somehow stepped on a nail, and now they're going through the whole did I have a tetanus shot recently kind of experience, which I got a tetanus shot this year. That was very fun. It's a good thing that you only need a tetanus shot once every 10 years because they hurt. Hello, janky ice tray. One day we'll get one of those fancy countertop ones, or we will have less stuff in our freezer that we can actually use the ice tray. But, you know, apartment life, we need all the freezer space that we can get. So literally this IEP that I've been working on, I've spent an hour just on one section. So in our IEPs, they have various forms that are displayed on a page. So then you complete the sections and then you just save it and then you continue on to the next section. So this section has the present levels in it, which is basically their strengths, and then their academic achievement, and then their functional performance. So basically 3 subsections within the one main section that I've just spent an hour on. And granted, there's like 20 sections in an IEP, so this is one of the ones that I've just been putting off for so long, which I know I shouldn't, but it's just, this student gets a lot of services and they have a lot of work that gets put into it. It's my last IEP that I have open, and now I have none others to complete, and this is the one I have to do, so we're working on it. Basically though, for their strengths, you just talk about like their academic skills, their communication skills, and then like where their social emotional skills are, and then like what their interests are in school and out of school. So like how many friends they have, what kind of things they're interested in, like their favorite subjects, what they like doing in gym. And then for their present level of academic achievement, you're talking about their math, their reading, their science, their writing, their social studies. And then if they have like speech, you're talking about how all of that is like affecting their classroom. And then you're using benchmark tests and actual hard data to back up the things that you're saying. And then functional performance is basically just like how that student compares to other students their age. And there's a lot on this page. I'm gonna make my sandwich, and then it'll be time for my meeting between my school and 2 others, sped-wise, which is interesting because I'm the only teacher in my school. So basically it's 2 other schools and me having a meeting. I was very happy to see that they have the ham I like at the store, since meat is very scarce right now. Woo, thanks Corona. And then we have this handy dandy lettuce thing I bought at Walmart on impulse for $5, and I'm hoping it'll make my lettuce last longer than like 3 days, so we'll see. Hi, can I get a 6-inch cold cut combo on the herb and cheese?
So the instructional coach at our school, who basically helps us with so much with SLOs and PPGs and just collaborating with our like academic goals and our building the scorecard and in general like that, she just accepted a principal position, so we're all just so sad. It is crazy how red my face gets wearing that mask. Like, normally my face isn't this red. Like, I naturally have a red undertone, so I'm pretty red all the time, but the mask really brings out the red in me. Also, several members of OGP, so online grocery pickup, got coached today because they went on their 15-minute break, and well, that 15-minute break turned into a 35-minute break. So pretty much the only thing we need tonight is dryer sheets, but I'm craving strawberry milk. Look at the expiration date on that. January 31st of 21, but we want some cotton candy and strawberry milk.
Saturday morning, headed off to work, having a Rice Krispie bar for breakfast.
Our store is a hot mess express though. It froze last night, so every single plant, flower, you name it, that was outside on the patio and lawn and garden had to come inside the store. So there's plants all over the place by the registers, in the garden center, in apparel, in housewares. So I'm not quite sure of the temperature, but I'm imagining that we're gonna have to put them all back outside, and that's gonna take a long time, which is better than housewares. God, I hate housewares.
No Homeline Spray? So it's 10 o'clock now. I just finished working sunglasses for basically 2 hours. It takes forever because they're all individually wrapped. I'm gonna go on my 15 really quick, and then we are unloading the first of 2 trucks. I'm sure it's of no surprise what I got: chocolate chip croissant and strawberry milk. So this is all the apparel from the first truck. 2 racks of junk and a cart.
So it was one of those days where I go to lunch and I don't know what to get. The flavor of the day at Culver's today is not good, but the flavor of the day at Culver's tomorrow is like a lemon crumble wonderfulness that I will be going for. So we went to Taco John's, which I don't frequent very much because I usually get the same thing. I usually get a meat and potato burrito, but I was like, you know what? Let's get something new. Drive on up there. I still have no idea what I'm gonna get until I get to the window, and then I just freak out and impulse order. So we've got a cheese quesadilla and a stuffed grilled taco bravo, something like that. I don't even know. But the worst thing about Taco John's is they don't have churros anymore. They have some sort of like churro bites, but it's not the same. And that's what I used to go to Taco John's for all the time. So I don't go as much as I used to because they got rid of the wonderful churros. But they do have potato lays. Taco John's and Taco Bell would just go together. That'd be so great. Taco Bell has really good like sides, really good drinks, really good tacos, but Taco John's has potato olays. So good.
So, real talk. I think the best thing about having a second job is that I do have boundaries in my life. Basically, the teacher part of my mind is shut off. I'm not thinking about teaching and my students and their parents. I'm not worried about being productive and making materials and trying to modify things for my students. Like, it's the weekend, my brain is shut off, and I'm at Walmart. And I think that's kind of a healthy balance that I have in life going on right now, is that like when 3 o'clock rolls around, I'm no longer teaching. I'm done, which is the first time in my life I've ever actually followed my contract time as a teacher. If you've watched my channels before, when I was like actually teaching, I'd be at school 5, 6, 7 o'clock all the time. And now that's not happening because I have another job to go to. I'm not sitting at work just thinking about all the paperwork and everything I have to do. Like, when school is done, school is done. Teaching is one of those jobs where you're never really satisfied. Even when your workday is considered over, you're just not done, you know? So it's almost 2 o'clock. I took a really late lunch again today. I only have like 3 hours left, and then I have to get a Mother's Day gift for my mom and then go give it to her and just hang out with them for a little bit tonight. And then tomorrow I'll be back, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be working shoes tomorrow because we didn't get any of the shoes from the first truck done, and there was 9 hours of shoes on the first truck and 16 hours of shoes on the second truck. And I don't think overnights is going to bother to work shoes because, I mean, shoes is horrible. Housewares is bad, but shoes is the worst because you have to take all the little stuffing out and find the right spot, and yeah, it's a hassle. So it's much later. I picked up this sandbox toy thing for the secretary at our school. She kind of avoids Walmart on principle, and then you add in some coronavirus, and then yeah, she's not going to be caught dead there. So I picked it up for her, and I'm going to bring it to her on Monday because Monday is my day to come in and clean out my classroom. And it's so sad. So behind that, I have a bunch of totes where I'll be using to put all my books and nickety-knack kind of things in. And then we'll cart it out to the hallway. If you watched any of my packing up my classroom vlogs from last year, you know that I don't have any built-in storage really. So everything I have in my room has to get carted out. All the books, all the containers, all the drawers, all the chairs, all the pillows, you name it, it has to go in the hallway and sit in the lockers. Which is fine now because the room looks really clean when it's done, but it's just a pain carting it all out there and then having to bring it all back. But it's easy for me to like rearrange things when I get back. It's kind of just like a fresh canvas and I can put the stuff wherever I want it. I'm kind of a creature of habit. I've got my piles and I like to put my piles in my pile area, if that makes any sense at all. But there is a couple things that I do want to change for next year. So hopefully over the summer, I can get back into school and do that kind of stuff. Because usually the janitor cleans my end of the building first, and then he moves down towards the other end of the building. And so then they clean the lockers last. So whenever he's done with like my area and the floor in front of my room, then he tells me and I can get all my stuff out of the lockers and back in my room. And usually that happens like end of July, early August. But now he's obviously getting a head start on all of that cleaning. So it might even be done, I don't know, beginning of July. So I hope that this COVID stuff will allow us to get back into the building whenever we please, because right now our badges are shut off and we can't get in whenever we want. Whereas normally, if I wanted to go to school right now, 7 o'clock on a Saturday, it'd be open. Nope, not now. COVID changed that. And really, COVID changed a lot of things. So I'm going to go inside and just kind of hang out. I have a video I need to edit. What a surprise. I've got lots of videos to edit because I've been filming a lot. So I hope you're enjoying that. I'm going to go inside and I'll catch you guys tomorrow on Sunday, Mother's Day, where it's supposed to snow like an inch. Gross. I know, push that button. Time to leave. Culvers. Happy Sunday, friends. We are headed to Culver's. I even set an alarm for today because today is lemon crumble ice cream and it is so good. It's kind of basically like the lemon Girl Scout cookie.
What can we make fresh for you today? Hi, I'm gonna get 2 scoops of the flavor of the day in a dish, a large onion ring, and then a small root beer. I'm so excited. So look at that delicious lemon crumble. As I said,
Correct, Pegs.
wrong.
So I have a flower puzzle literally from Christmas that I need to put in a frame. So we're gonna do that. I also really loved that strawberry lemonade, so I'm gonna get some more lemons to recreate that as well. And I'm headed over to Julie to show you what I was up to today. We don't have the right grid for this, so it doesn't have the pegs that are supposed to be here, like these. So to me, that's really annoying, but to most people, it doesn't really matter. But I don't know. I like it the way it's supposed to be, you know? There's a lot more actual food in here than there is usually, like bananas, lemons, cereal, and that cereal is not Lucky Charms. What is wrong with me?
So we are having scalloped potatoes for dinner, but I really wanted a chocolate shake. So I got my boyfriend and I each a chocolate shake, and we're gonna have scalloped potatoes for dinner. And then after that, I'm working on my puzzle. So the most annoying thing about this puzzle is literally you can take these pieces and wherever you want, like they'll fit. Obviously that doesn't go there. Like these trees don't match up. But then if you go next door, like that is where it goes, and there's just so many trees, so many pieces of gray rock. Oh my god, just gotta get the trees situated and then we can put the little houseies on, but it is already 9 o'clock, so I'm assuming it'll take me an hour to get these couple trees dealt with. We did it. So tomorrow I need to read the directions and figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with these pieces. I feel like you probably have to pop them out and then somehow get the actual buildings displayed. I really don't know. I'm gonna have to read the directions. If you stuck with this video the whole time, comment down below what the most recent puzzle you've completed was. So for me, it's obviously this Harry Potter puzzle. What puzzles have you done recently? I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna end the video right here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And unfortunately, tomorrow is Monday, and that is the day that I get to clean my classroom out, which is sad.